Pero... Paul! Oh!
Good day, everyone. We are Group 2,
My name is Antoinette B. Murillo.
and we will discuss about the life of our first president, Emilio Aguinaldo, and what happened during his term.
Who is Emilio Aguinaldo? Emilio Aguinaldo was a Filipino revolutionary, statesman, and military leader who is officially recognized as the first and the youngest president of the Philippines and the first president of the Constitutional Republic in Asia. Emilio Aguinaldo led a revolutionary movement against the Spanish colonial government in the Philippines. He cooperated with the U.S. during the Spanish-American War, but subsequently broke with the U.S. and led a guerrilla campaign against U.S. authorities during the Philippine-American War.
Hi everyone, I am Joanna Marie Calubay. Emilio Aguinaldo achieved independence of the Philippines from Spain and was elected the first president of the new republic under the Malolos Congress. He also led the Philippine-American War against U.S. resistance to Philippines independence.
Al mismo tiempo que emite el sonido de la voz. Cuando con el tiempo se
Independence Day. This is the annual national holiday of the Philippines that we celebrate during June 12 every year. This also commemorates and signifies that Emilio Aguinaldo proclaims the independence of Philippines, freeing it from 300 years of the Spaniards' rule. This happened in the year 1898.
Ang nakalipas ay nabubuhay pa rin sa atin.
The Philippines flag. It is our national flag with the colors of royal blue, crimson red, white, and yellow. The colors switch depending on our country's situation. Blue on top means time of peace, while red on top means time of war. The sun with 8 rays represent the provinces, while the 3 stars represents the 3 main islands of the Philippines. The flag was first unfurled after the Philippine Revolution Army defeated the Spanish forces in Alapan, Imus, Cavite, but it was formally represented to the people on June 12, 1898, the same day of our Independence Day. It was sewn by Mrs. Marcela Marino Agoncillo, her daughter Lorenza, and Mrs. Delfina Herbosa Natividad.
Did you know that King Philip II of Spain inspired the naming of the Philippines? The Philippines were claimed in the name of Spain in 1521 by Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese navigator, found the nation in 1521. And after the tension between Portugal and Spain increased in the future, Spanish reclaimed the island of the Philippines in 1542 and gave them the name of its ruling monarchy.
Magellan and his men became the first Europeans to reach the Philippines, where they were able to feast on bananas and coconuts.
Good day everyone, I am Justine Rica Pita Recampo and I will explain some of the important events during the era of our former President Emilio Aguinaldo. I will explain what happened in the Treaty of Paris and Dayaan sa Tejeros. First is the Treaty of Paris. America promised to respect the independence of the Philippines, but Aguinaldo was double-crossed by the Americans in several times. The most severe of this was the Treaty of Paris in 1898. What Aguinaldo did not know was that while they were negotiating and talking to each other, the Spaniards were selling the Philippines to the Americans. Next is the Dayaan sa Tejeros. On March 22, 1897, in the town of San Francisco de Malabon in Cavite between Magdalo and Magdiwang of Katipunan. But in the first election that was held, it is said that there was hocus pocus. Emilio Aguinaldo's name is said to be written on the ballots. It is said that someone whispered to Andres Bonifacio and said that the ballots were too many for the people there, and that there were already names written on the ballots. But Aguinaldo's camp insists that there was no cheating and that in fact Aguinaldo was not even there when the election happened.
Hi, my name is Ana and I'm reporting about Bonifacio. Bonifacio is the opponent of Emilio Aguinaldo in the election. So Bonifacio formed a new administration and declared the Tijeros Convention procedure to be invalid because he thinks there's a stratagem happening in the election. Others viewed this as a betrayal and Bonifacio was accused of refusing to acknowledge the newly formed revolutionary government in Maragondon, Cavite, where he was detained and given a death sentence.
Good day everyone, I am Rosal Danghalan and I will discuss the 4 important events during the administration of our former president, Emilio Aguinaldo. Number 1. Aguinaldo was the first to use conventional warfare. Before Ho Chi Minh and Mao Zedong used guerrilla warfare, Emilio Aguinaldo was the first to use unconventional warfare, which is guerrilla warfare, because there is no infrastructure to implement the conventional warfare.
Second, General Emilio Aguinaldo designed the Philippine flag as it looks today on June 12, 1898. It was first flown and waved by General Emilio Aguinaldo in Kawit, Cavite. The national anthem was heard publicly for the first time on July 12, 1898 when the standing in the balcony of his Kawit mansion. General Aguinaldo hosted the flag as its sign of a victory against the Spain, and it also a day for the proclamation of the Philippine independence.
Number 3. 1897 in Bulacan, the Republic of Biak na Bato was founded in the cave. In the year 1897, in the mountains of Bulacan Province, the Republic of Biak na Bato was established and it was led by Aguinaldo. And there is an agreement with the Spanish for 400,000 in exchange for the revolutionaries voluntarily laying down their weapons and throwing them in Hong Kong. And the Filipino soldiers stopped fighting with the promise to pay. Actually, the value of the agreement is 800,000. And in 1935, Aguinaldo ran for presidential candidate in the Commonwealth elections and Manuel Quezon became his opponent. Aguinaldo lost as president because of what Manuel Quezon said, that Aguinaldo claimed half of what was paid for the Biak na Bato for his own personal property. As a result, many people believe and Manuel Quezon was elected Commonwealth President. And last, number 4. 1941, Emilio Aguinaldo called to stop fighting the Japanese. Following the conquest of the Spanish and Americans, we were conquered by the Japanese. In 1941, Aguinaldo broadcast on the radio urging Filipino soldiers to stop fighting the Japanese, and he was labeled a collaborator of Japan.